story time on how I went to Miami and I nearly lost my life. Okay, so on July 19th, I was out. I was not at a club. I was out. I was going to go meet someone. They were being petty to send their address. So I made a stop in Miami, which is like considered like up north area. So I made a stop in up north area, the city area. I seen someone that I've been texting, been talking to, somewhat. And when I got out of my car, I knocked on the window. He opened the car. He had his dog and he had a girl in the car. So me, I'm so pee. I basically was like, "What's up?" Okay, story time how I went to Miami and I nearly lost my life. Part 2. I see my video cut out at the ending, so I'm gonna repeat it. So I pull up to the city area and I knock on the window, or I get out of the car. I go to the window, I go to the car. I see he's in a car with a dog and a girl. I then say, "What's up? You know how you been, whatever." He went to yapping off about, "You know a nigga don't fuck with you, such and such. Why are you here?" Me, I'm so pee, I'm so player. I get in my car and I get ready to go. So in the midst of me leaving, I go to the gas station because I'm texting a girl who I'm supposed to be meeting with. I'm texting her like, "Yo, send your address. I came up here. Yo, stop being petty. Send your address." The girl was being petty, so she hadn't sent her address yet. So I go to the gas station. I'm waiting at the gas station. In the midst of me waiting at the gas station, either I call him or I text him, and I was like, "Dang, I didn't know you had a girlfriend." Story time how I went to Miami and I nearly lost my life. Part 3. Okay, so I go to the gas station. I'm texting a girl. I'm asking her, "Okay, so what's the address? Where you at? Stop being petty." I was supposed to go and meet up with someone, and they were being petty. They didn't send me the address. In the midst of me waiting at the gas station, either I call or text him, and I say, "I didn't know you had a girlfriend." And when I said that, he basically said, "Oh, the same thing he said when I was at the car. Oh, nigga don't fuck with you. You fucked it with my dog." Mind you, the person that he's speaking on is my ex-boyfriend who passed away. He's been gone for a year. He's been gone for a year now. But I didn't know that was his friend. And yeah, like I said, me and this person, I gotta give like a little background on this person. Okay.
Before we dive in, drop a comment. Are modern men more delusional, or is it the ladies? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what we expose next. All right, so here's what's happening. Our girl can't even get a clean story out because she's already re-recording the video. The first attempt, total fail. Audio cut out. Second attempt, same messy vibe. And that, right there, is the perfect metaphor for modern dating. It's all do-overs and half-finished takes. Everyone's putting on a show, but nobody's really prepared. Now pay attention to this text message she shows. Some guy is out here basically saying, "I'll cuff you. I feel what you've been through. It's not about looks. I just want you." He's basically offering a relationship like it's a clearance sale. It's not about looks. I just want you. He's basically offering a relationship like it's a clearance sale. And what does she respond with? "I don't care to be cuffed. I'm not looking for anybody right now." Translation, she wants the attention, but not the commitment. Classic. Notice the timing, too. It's late at night. He's texting her when he should be asleep, and she's answering back just enough to keep him interested. This is the modern game. Women chase the excitement of being desired, men chase the hope of being chosen, and nobody actually sets a boundary. This isn't just about one Miami trip. This is about a whole generation addicted to digital validation. He's offering emotional investment. She's soaking up the free dopamine. And when you mix late-night texting with zero accountability, you get exactly what we're about to see next. Regret written all over her face.
Saying, "Oh, I fought over a man." I didn't fight over a man. And I keep on saying that it was done off of jealousy and hate because This person, every time I would go to Miami, he would sponsor me. He would take me and my friends out. He would get me bottles. He would get me food, all of that. Like, even pay for nails and all of that. And he get all my hotels when I come down there to Miami. I was just with this person the 4th of July weekend. We were together. I took his pictures. We was riding around, all of that. And that's when he found out that I was talking to one of his friends that passed away. But mind you, I didn't know this was his friend. And I'm going to stand firm on, I've been very clear from the beginning of when I met him last year that I didn't want a boyfriend. I kept saying I didn't want a boyfriend because I was in a very domestic violence situation with a man. And I had just recently had finished that situation. So I basically was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to that, I create the flow or I go with the flow. You get it? I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I kept stressing that. And he was just so stuck on, he'll cuff my ass up and all this stuff. So I was just with him 4th of July weekend, you guys. He's telling all his friends I'm his girl. This is what he liked to do. He liked to ride me around in Miami in my car, take me here, take me there, showing me to all his friends. Like, so weird. I kid you not. So that's why I said it was done off of hate and jealousy, because he was just mad because he had found out that I was talking to his friend, or I was in a relationship with his friend or whatever. And he was giving me all his money and stuff, and I didn't do anything with him. He didn't kiss me. He got me over 6 hotels, and he never even slept in one of the hotels.
So let me get this straight. This man flies her out to Miami. He's paying for the hotel, dropping cash, basically funding a mini vacation. And after all of that, he doesn't even clap. No physical payoff, no romantic connection, nothing. Then, to top it off, he finds out she's actually in a relationship with one of his own friends. You can't make this stuff up. It's the perfect example of modern dating economics. He's playing the role of the generous provider, thinking money buys loyalty or intimacy. She's playing the role of the free-spirited traveler, soaking up the perks while keeping her real situation hidden. Both are pretending it's casual, but both are running a quiet hustle. And here's the kicker. He's angry not because he spent the money, but because his ego took a hit. It's not about the hotel bill. It's about realizing he was never the main character in her story. That's the sting. This is what happens when men confuse access with interest, and when women treat attention as currency. Everyone's using everyone, and yet somehow both sides feel like the victim. Tell me this isn't the most 2025 dating plot you've ever heard?
He never seen how I look naked. He never none of that. So he already was like, dang, you already ain't doing nothing with me. Then I'm spending my money on you. So yes. Okay, so let me get back to the story. Okay, I'm losing track. So
terrible.
He said, I don't fuck with you because you was fucking with my dog or whatever. But mind y'all, we was just together 4th of July weekend, and that's when he found out about it.
Did he clap? You saying
so
he
I
didn't
hanged
clap?
up, whatever. I go to texting the girl again, like, yo, send an address, whatever. Mind y'all, I'm drunk. I'm halfway, like, I'm drunk, but I'm coherent of what's going on. So basically, the girl, whoever was in the car with them, she takes it upon herself to call my phone now, while I'm sitting at the gas station waiting on the girl to send an address so I could go over there to her house. She calls my phone and she's popping it, like selling out, oh bitch, da 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 da, oh bitch, don't be coming over here, oh bitch, this and that. And I literally just, like, I'm sick of being a bigger person because I ran from Atlanta from my house to avoid a situation that I had going on over there with a whole bunch of people over there, because I'm like, I ain't got time, because I noticed that people love to make you crash out or go crazy when they don't got nothing to lose. A person that got nothing to lose will help you lose everything. So I'm like, I really just came to Miami to deflate for real. This is my first real kids-free night, like, with no kids. So I'm really just enjoying myself for real. I wasn't at no club. Stop saying that. I was not at a club. I was going to go see someone, and the girl was being petty. And in the midst of me waiting on her to send the address, I just pulled up over there because I'm like, oh, let me see if he's still being petty. Mind y'all, because I had roped him earlier, and I was like, damn, so you ain't, I had roped him on Instagram. I was like, damn, so you ain't fucking with me? You really ain't fucking with me or whatever like that, right? But I'm just really trying to finesse him to get me another hotel room. Like,
hold up, let's make sure we're tracking this chaos correctly. She pulls up on him uninvited, already knowing he's with another girl. So this isn't a surprise visit. This is a calculated pull-up. She knew the scene, the players, the tension, and she went anyway. And it gets wilder. The other girl is texting her at the same time. Meanwhile, she's still trying to paint this like some innocent coincidence. Come on, that's not confusion. That's strategy. That's a power play. Now remember, this is the same guy who funded her Miami getaway. Hotels, dinners, cash. And yet, despite all the spending, she never gave up anything physical. Not a single bun, as the streets say. He's showering her with resources, and she's giving him just enough attention to keep the faucet running. This is the blueprint of the modern soft life hustle. Women leverage beauty and proximity. Men confuse generosity with leverage. He thinks he's building credit toward intimacy. She knows she's running a no-interest loan on his wallet. And here's the kicker. Neither side admits what's really happening. He pretends he's okay being just friends. She pretends the gifts are no strings attached. But the tension, the jealousy, the late-night texts, all of it screams unspoken expectations. This is exactly how quiet exploitation hides in plain sight in today's dating game.
It's awareness, because us as women, we like to feel like, oh yeah, this duck, that duck, this duck. We like to feel like we're finessing men because they doing stuff for us, but not knowing that thing almost cost me my life, because this person was giving me their money. They never did anything sexual with me, and then they found out that I was in a relationship with one of their friends, and I didn't even know that they was friends because they're in two different brackets. You was in the city. This person is from the Grove. How do you even know them? But okay, that happened. So the girl called my phone. She popping it. Oh, bitch, this, like, selling on. Like, don't be pulling up. Like, oh, bitch, she'll beat my ass. She'll do this. She'll do that. So now I'm like, fuck that. I'm tired of being a bigger person because I've been being a bigger person at my house. And I'm like, I ain't got my kids with me. Fuck it. I ain't gonna lie. I was on that daredevil shit. I take my wrong in that part.
So when you strip away all the messy side stories, here's what it really sounds like. She wasn't on some romantic getaway. She wasn't chasing love. She was chasing resources. Point blank, Miami is expensive. And suddenly she's leaning on a guy with an open wallet. But when he realizes she's not there for him, when he senses the vibe is all take and no give, he shuts the ATM down. And that's when the mask slips. He's thinking, oh, so this broke chick is just here for a quick cash grab. She's thinking, fine, I'll call the other girl and stir the pot. This isn't love, it's leverage. He feels played, she feels entitled, and both of them start reaching for the only weapon they think they have: embarrassment and exposure. This is modern dating in a nutshell. Instead of direct conversations about boundaries and intentions, it turns into a quiet war of money, ego, and petty revenge. One side flaunts their wallet, the other side tests how far the generosity will stretch. And when the game finally collapses, everyone scrambles to save face, pretending they weren't playing it in the first place.
I changed my clothes real quick. I put on some joggers, a tube top, and I put on my sneakers, and I pull back up over there, because what you gonna do to who? We ain't fighting about no nigga, because this ain't my nigga, but realistically, you know how, yeah, y'all know how girls is. I guess she feel like that's her man. I don't know what he's been telling her, but yeah, I guess she feels like that's her man. Okay, cool, whatever. I'll troll you all day, but I ain't finna fight about no men. But yeah, you call my phone being disrespectful. I seen you in the car. If I had a problem or if I wanted to fight you or anything, I could have just instantly when I pull up over there, I could have just got on that bullshit. I didn't. I said what I said to him. He said what he said. I got back in my car. I left. I went to the gas station. I called him or I texted him. I'm not sure which one it was, but I remember what he said. Oh, a nigga don't fuck with you. You fucked with my dog, blah, blah, blah. And I hanged up the phone because you still popping it like, okay, whatever. I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. Why you around here talk every time, everywhere you want me? Oh, yeah, my girl, my lady, this and that, whatever. So that happens. I'm gonna insert some of the messages too. That happens. So basically, yeah, I pull back up over there. So now I'm standing Now I'm standing in front of my car, like outside of my driver door,
You had to be
and the
drunk.
girl. Well, I'm talking about the girl. I see them like riding past. I don't know if they went trying to look to see where I went at or what, but I see them riding past. Then he go to, like he turned on his street, coming down his street, right? Y'all, before he even put the car in park or anything, she jumps out of the car like a 2.5 crackhead running. I'm 130 pounds soaking wet. She jumped out of the car running. I got my mace. I bear maced her. She's big. I'm 130 soaking wet, baby. Hold on. You coming up too aggressive.
Nah, you
I
supposed
look
to be
pretty
ready.
as fuck. I'm not gonna bite you. You man.
See? This is the part people always skip over. If you're gonna pull up on somebody, especially when emotions are already hot-toed, better be ready for whatever comes with it. Words, tension, confrontation, all of it. You don't show up uninvited, talking all this yada yada, and expect it to stay calm. She rolls in like it's a casual pop-up, but notice the details she's carrying bare mace. That's not a purse accessory. That's a signal. Deep down, she knew it could get ugly. And if you know it could get ugly, why go at all? This is the quiet contradiction in so many of these situations. On one hand, she's claiming innocence. I just wanted to talk. On the other, she's literally armed for conflict. That's not confusion, that's preparation. It shows the mindset. Create the drama, but keep an escape plan. And here's the bigger lesson. Pulling up isn't power, it's a gamble. When you chase chaos, you don't get to pick the ending. Whether it's bruised egos, blown secrets, or a legal charge, the consequences don't care about who started it. Modern dating loves to glamorize these pop-up confrontations, but the reality is, simple if you bring the storm, don't act surprised when you get rained on.
So man, I'm not gonna fight you about your quote unquote man. So I maced her. I maced her. I could have easily proceeded to getting into my car and leave. But as I'm macing her, she's like a 2.5 crackhead or something, you guys. I don't know what's in them the weather down there in Miami. Them hoes is tough. I don't know. I don't know what type of drugs this girl do, but the bear mace was not working for her, you guys. So
Yeah, she put the heaters on your ass.
So basically, while I'm messing her, she's still coming up, like, but I don't know, she jumped in my car. I don't know if what she was trying to do, but when she jumped in my car, now I'm trying to pull her through the driver's side. So I'm pulling her through the driver's side, snatch her wig off. I hit her upside the head like 3 or 4 times. Now she's screaming for him to help her. Mind you, I never maced him. He was never a threat to me. So I never did anything to him. But because when you spray bear mace, it comes out like a fire extinguisher. So it came out like... So he caught the backlash of, when you spray something in the wind, he caught that. I never maced him. But she's screaming for him to help her. So then, he gets me, he grabs a hold of me, and he repeatedly was whacking me in my face, like with a gun, with a tool, with a pew-pew. And it was several guys out there. I remember grabbing some man's shoe that had on the Jordan 4s that's black and white, and I'm just begging, like, can y'all please stop him? He's finna kill me. He's saying the whole time, you gonna die here. Call whoever. I don't give a fuck.
And just like that, it's over. No dramatic part 5. No shocking twist. That's all she had. And maybe that's the perfect ending. Because this whole story was never really about a neat conclusion. It was about exposing a pattern we keep seeing over and over. Think about what we just watched unfold. A woman flies to Miami with no real plan except vibes and a man's wallet. A man funds the trip thinking generosity will earn him something deeper. Secrets spill, tempers rise, and by the end, somebody's getting maced and lumped up. Nobody wins. Everyone leaves with less dignity than they came with. And here's the uncomfortable truth. This is not rare. This is what happens when dating turns into a transaction. When men think money buys access. When women treat attention like a side hustle. The trip ends. The videos go viral. And both sides pretend they were the victim of a one-time disaster, when really it's just another episode in a culture that rewards drama more than discipline. So here's the question. If you were in this situation, what would you have done differently? would you have even gone in the first place? Or are you still out here thinking Miami vacations and late-night texts are a love language? Drop your thoughts below. Like, share, and subscribe if you're tired of the games and ready for the truth. The next breakdown is already loading. Don't miss it.